Hey, what's going on everyone? Dave here with some more Donkey Kong 64. Last episode we began the game, got through the tutorial, and I talked about my recent love of ballet and how I started training and all that good stuff. So, I was gonna bridge that out into the next thing I was gonna talk about because... Also, this is an interesting part of the game. This doesn't happen. K. Rool's got this weird monitor that projects everything on the interior of a barrel, and it doesn't even show him the right stuff. First of all, I did get my first golden banana, and like that's not a thing. That did not happen. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how he did that because that's not what I did. I waited for a big reptile man to blow open the wall, and I just walked in. Anyway, yeah. Oh, the good old days. More than brute strength. Good old days where I could just bop him after taking his crown off. Oh, man. So, I mean, from what I hear, he's pretty hard to bop and smash, too. So, we need to collect bananas so we can feed them to a pig and a hippo, and I'm totally not making this up right now, but they're gonna let me in to fight the big armadillo man. Anywho, I've been focusing a lot more on... Oh, whoops. I've been focusing a lot more on the physical, you know, these past few... Actually, this past year. Like, also, I love how I didn't need to step on that, like, you know, slam on it. Now, can I just walk in, or did I leave something behind? I believe Diddy has bananas I can do in this area. Anyway. But did I hit this? Okay, good. I just want to get all my bases covered, because, you know how that goes. Now, I have a very interesting beliefs in things, and I think a lot of this comes from being a martial artist, and you learn to think really radically and esoterically about, like, mundane stuff. But, you know, one of my big life philosophies, and, like, you know, you always kind of come to... Everyone comes to their own meaning, personal meaning, whether it's religious, whether it's not, but how this crazy thing called life is supposed to go. Oh, there's just a banana hanging out there? I'll take it. Forget the nephew. Oh, Squawks, are you gonna do the thing? I can't wait till this game lets me have some autonomy instead of doing this hand-holdy thing. Oh, God. Yeah, let's explore. No, can't explore too much. There's a lot I can't do. Now, I have this belief that, first of all, huge overarching belief is that balance is one of the most important things in the world. Like, I feel like a lot of given human beings' unhappiness can be traced back to an imbalance of some sort. Thanks, Squawks! I know what I need to do. I need to teleport to the crazy arena and kill all the beavers. I really do sound like a crazy person when talking about video games. Oh god, yeah. Keep them coming. But yeah, like, kind of like, yeah, balance. Like, I feel like so much of my unhappiness in life, you know, at least like in my more dark times especially, it's been all about imbalance, you know, in some way, shape, or form. I'm trying to think of a good example, but like growing up, I always valued having, what the heck? Did I run out of, oh, okay, good. Oh, it's just stay alive, right. Whoops, I forgot. I was like, do I need to kill them all and did I run out of time, or? Great. So, oh, wow, really? Really? Jesus. Because speaking of balance, maybe balance the camera angle with my perception. That would be great. I feel like growing up, I always valued having an intellect. Like, things, like analyzing things came very naturally to me. We're gonna buy a gun, by the way. Analyzing, you know, media, like that's why I became a cinema studies major. I really liked that. Math and science as a child always came really natural. And, you know, I kind of like grew up with this idea, and like I'm like, look at my arms. I'm like a scrawny boy. It's like I am not the strongest human being on the planet, and like even before I'm a little bit more athletically built than I was before. But this is like pre-fencing. I was like a kid who sat in his room for 2 decades playing video games. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, I feel like that paved the way for having the perspective that I do right now. I would have been mad if I missed that. I think I have some bananas I can get. So, with that perspective, I came to a certain point where I was like, you know what? I've been doing all this stuff, like, I've been feeding my brain a lot. Like, I really got into things, like, picking things apart, breaking things down. And so, when I first got into fencing, that, like, kind of showed me, like, oh, I can actually, first of all, I can do physical things, like, you know, when you're a nerd in high school and the sports ballers are doing their thing and you're doing your thing, it's like, it feels very much like these are worlds and realms apart. But, you know, as you grow up, you know, worlds kind of meld a little bit. Like, there's so many fit nerds I know, and so many, like, non-fit, like, like Wall Street people. Like, I don't know. There's a lot. I've seen like crazy things, but you know, like I think everyone finds their own, I guess, way, you know, and ways that they like to be. One of the first things that fencing taught me was how to, like, get out of my comfort zone, because I had a lot of trouble, like, you know, doing things like that. Okay, boom. Baby! Baby, that felt good! I don't have a blueprint, so there's no point in doing that. Let's see, what else we got? I believe... Oh, is this something for me? It is something for me. Yay. Thank you. Yeah, this is a big game, and it's a lot of open stuff, so get ready for that. Oh, I like this cloud effect on the mountains. I never noticed that. There's like a little bit of... we got some fog action going on here. I like it. Oh, man. This is a look I always loved for games, like the 64-bit polygon. It's something... I don't know, like, I know it's definitely dated, but something about it always, like, makes me feel nostalgic. Save the monkey! Ooh, I can break this. Oh, alright, a lot of, like, crack shots going on. I love it. Die! Oh, I wonder if there's bananas I can get. So... You know, and like, so I really got more into the physical stuff with fencing. And fencing was also extremely cerebral. And, you know, this holds true even now. Like, I got into ballet because it's extremely demanding mentally. Like, being able to memorize a combination and spit it back out, that's like, that's a golden skill if you can do it. That's crazy. Ooh! Ah, I knew I can't do this, but yeah, I know. I knew I couldn't do this, but I'm glad there are coins here. It's not a complete waste. Ah, he's telling me where Cranky's at, isn't he? Isn't Squawks great? He's so tiny, he's just free reign everywhere. Doesn't need to open switches and open doors and hit switches, like friggin' Squawks. Yeah, he's already over there. F him. Okay. Except don't F him in Donkey Kong Country Returns, because he was my friggin' life savior in that Let's Play that never was. That's what I refer to all the ones on my old channel that got deleted. Yeah, I should revisit Donkey Kong Country Returns. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. It's a really great platformer. Although in the harder levels, there'll be a lot of like rapid cuts of me dying and getting back to where I was. Ooh. Okay, Trough and Scoff. I feel like I can already beat this level because I've been leaving no banana undone. Oh my gosh! I think that was the first wasted shot I ever did. I didn't think that first one would hit the beaver. All right, boom. Put this away. There's a bee on my ass. Where is he? Hi, I see you. Friggin' zinger. Yeah, I remember the names. Ooh, I got grenades. Lovely. I never use these things. They're cool, though. Oh, man, the multiplayer in this game. Seeing Donkey Kong throw that orange just, like, brought a surge of memories back. How do I hit you? I gotta get up to the high ground. So yeah, fencing got me into that. And like, I didn't even fully appreciate the physical aspects of fencing until like way later. Like, I just knew it was a thing I had to do physically, but I really was attracted to the strategy and like the mental manipulation part of it, because it's all about like outsmarting an adversary. And like, I love like, yeah, okay, here, believe this, and now I can lie to you and do that. Like, fencing's really cool. Like the physical chess the chess-like aspects of fencing are really cool to me. And then we already got another damn banana. That's great. That's awesome. So to me at the time, fencing was still like a very mental thing. Wasn't fully like I knew there was a physical aspect to it, but I still didn't appreciate it. I still never stretched. I never did core work. I neglected the vessel, so to speak. But I was really into like the cerebral part of it, and that introduced. Oh, ooh, where am I going? Oh, I got a monkey now. I got a Diddy Kong. Let's see. If I go to Cranky, I can do that thing at the beginning. So we're gonna do that. I love how the game kind of does tell you where to go, even though it's open world, by having the bananas strategically placed. The other thing is they're not like Mario coins though, so once you collect them, they're gone. You won't get any more trails. Oh, I would have laughed. Come on. Yeah, yeah, boy. Okay, 70 bananas, not bad. There's the floor. Oh, this is so great. So, and then as you become a more developed martial artist, you get into the esoteric parts of it, and that's more of the spiritual aspect of these things. So when it comes to the spiritual, that's a whole other topic I could get into, but basically, you know, I believe that a good way to exist is harmoniously with your environmental factors. Like, it goes back to like little things that, you know, every self-help junkie will tell you is like, you can't control external circumstances, so there's no point in getting angry about it. Now, that doesn't mean you should just let things happen to you, but you should respond appropriately and understand your sphere of influence. Like, you know what you can manipulate and what you can't manipulate, and also what can give, you know, what has dire consequence if you try to manipulate it. Like, this is like probably making no sense at all, but I'm just gonna talk out of my ass right now for a little bit. Oh, friggin' Zinger's so aggressive. Like, what the hell, man? Alright. Oh, we're gonna play some barrels. We're gonna play a barrel game. And then I'm gonna end it off, because I don't have much time. But one of the interesting things, like, we always talk about, like, this mind-muscle connection, and I didn't fully understand it until I started getting more into, like, the spiritual aspect of things. Did I really miss that coin? I'm probably gonna miss other stuff, but I just really was mad about that. But I think, thankfully it puts you back, so you can do whatever. Oh, this also brings back memories. Okay. Seriously? Oh my god. Oh, I got a thing. I think that's if you get 75 bananas. Alright, lovely. I missed that too! Oh, god damn it. Oh, great. Another damn banana. Yeah. So we gotta go back, because I don't want to leave those things unturned. I don't know if I'm gonna 100% this game. To be completely honest with you, I don't know. But I'm gonna approach it like I am right now. So, mind-muscle connection, brain and body. It taught me that, you know, and we talk about this in biology and psychology classes as well. Everything, you know, everything psychological is simultaneously biological and vice versa. Really? Everything, yeah, so it's connected. So when you do things physically, it affects your brain, and when you do things mentally, it also affects your physiology. If you think about things that make you happy and confident, your back will be straighter, you'll smile, and it goes the other way too. If you smile, if you just force yourself to smile when you're not feeling it, or force yourself to laugh even, like, you can actually feel a little bit of whatever it was like, you know, when you're upset or frustrated. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, finish. When you're upset or frustrated, you know, it kind of feels like a weight or a burden, almost like inside you. And if you force yourself to smile or laugh for a little bit, like, you can actually feel it, like, dissipate a little bit. It doesn't fix the problem completely, of course, but there's definitely something to it going on there. Now, oh, that was a good little place to bookend this, so I am going to turn into a little monkey. We are going to turn into said little monkey in the next episode. So, prepare for that. We are going to do the Diddy Kong. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't, because we got a lot more coming, and I want to, you know, chat with you guys more and talk about what's going on. Question of the day. Have you ever come to, like, beliefs, like, grander beliefs about the universe and things like that? Like, I really can go into this. Like, you know, we could talk about religion if you want. Like, we could talk about the absence of religion. But, you know, example, like, if I'm not the most religious person, but I was raised Catholic, so I understand what it's like being religious, and I wouldn't even say I'm not completely not. But if like I hear the word God and the universe, it's to me it's one and the same. Like it's the grand thing that binds everything together in the universe, you know, like in reality actually. So, you know, for example, you know, I find that, you know, when people talk, like every country like came up with religion, and I think that they all tapped into the same actual thing, you know, but it's so intangible that I think every culture figured it out differently, and that's how we get religion. I don't know. Food for thought. Let me know if you have any crazy esoteric beliefs about everything. I'm gonna leave before I float off into outer space, so take care, guys. Have a great one, and ciao.